This is the Empress Tremolo plugin. It's designed to be a digital replica of our popular guitar pedal, but we've added a few new features. The first thing you'll notice when you look at the faceplate is that there are lots of knobs, so you'll have lots of control. The first switch in the upper left is a mode switch. The Tremolo has 3 operating modes: a normal mode, a 2-speed mode, and a tap mode. To the right of that, there's another 3-way select switch, which allows you to select between a regular triangle wave, a square wave, or a tube waveform. The tube waveform is a recreation of the tremolos you'd find in old classic tube amps. The first knob is the depth control knob. This knob controls the depth of the effect, so all the way to the right you'd be hearing lots of tremolo, all the way to the left and you'd hear almost no effect. To the right of that is a rate/ratio control. In normal mode and 2-speed mode, this knob acts as a rate control, setting the speed of the tremolo effect. But in tap mode, this knob becomes a ratio control. So if you tap a tempo, and then move the control to 2:1, the tremolo will actually change its rate to being twice as fast as the tempo you've tapped. Likewise, in 4:1 mode, it would be 4 times as fast. Next over from that is the rhythm control. It's hard to explain what the rhythm control does, so it's probably just best you listen for yourself and try it out. Next over from that is an output control. The average level of the tremolo usually drops with the effect on, so it's good to have some gain to make it back up. At the bottom, there's a tap switch. You use this to tap in your rhythms. Let's look at 2-speed mode for a second. In 2-speed modes, you can actually set 2 speeds in the tremolo and go between them by hitting the tap button. First, you hit the tap button. You can see that speed 1 is selected. Now we'll move the rate knob to the speed that we want. Now we'll hit the tap switch again. Speed 2 is now selected. When we move the rate knob, we'll be changing the second speed that's programmed in the tremolo. Now when we hit the tap knob, you'll hear it move to the first speed we put in. When we hit it again, it'll go back to the second speed that was programmed. Now let's look at a few of the enhancements that the plugin has over the pedal. The first thing I'll show you is the sync capability. If we go back to normal mode for a second, you'll see that this drop-down box appears below the rate knob. What this does is it allows you to sync the plugin perfectly to the song. So if you select DA tempo ×2, the tremolo will pulse twice as fast as whatever BPM you have selected in your workstation. No longer do you have to worry about the tremolo getting out of time with the song. You'll see that when it's locked into a DA tempo, there's another box that appears underneath. This is a phase control box. So this controls if you want the tremolo action to be loud on the beat or on the off beat, or somewhere in between. So if we set it at 0, you'll notice now it's loud on the beat and gets quiet on the off beat. Whereas if we set it at 180, it'll be the opposite. It'll be quiet on the beat and loud on the off beat. So now you've got complete control and you don't have to worry about anything going out of sync. Another cool feature that the plugin has that the pedal doesn't is that it'll operate in stereo. If you look at the upper right, there's another drop-down box that allows you to select the different stereo modes. There's a linked mode, which means that the left and right pulse together. There's a ping-pong mode in which they pulse opposite, so as the left goes quiet, the right gets louder, and vice versa. This allows the tremolo to act like an auto panner, and it actually works really well. So there it is. You should check it out for yourself. There's a 60-day trial which you can get for free off the Empress Plugins website. That's EmpressPlugins.com.